Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Swing and a miss! A no-hitter in the WPIAL championship game.
The Mohawk Warriors have knocked off the four-time defending champion and are champions again.
The Shenango Wildcats are the WPIAL champions.
Elwood City, WPIAL champions for the first time in school history.
Cox with it. Cox all the way in the jam again. The Red Hurricanes storming their way to another title. Swing and a miss. A one-hit masterpiece.
Turn. Vegas and Maples keeping themselves coming near side. Can they hit him? No! He got in! Will he get it? Won the state championship!
Strike three called. Put another notch in the belt for Laurel Spartans three-peat.
And the Shannock is the 2021 2A Girls Champion.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. Coming to you live from the Cavelli Fieldhouse in Union Township, high school girls basketball. The Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, number 1 versus number 2 in Class 1A as the Union Scotties host the Rochester Rams. Tonight's broadcast on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, brought to you in part by Maley Chiropractic, by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, by the Red Zone, by Pontius Insurance, by the Crane Room Grill, by the Tri-County Principals Association, by the Union Area Education Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. A pleasant good evening here from Union Township, the Cavelli Fieldhouse, our venue for not one but 2 games here on a Tuesday night. First, in the boys-girls doubleheader, the Lady Scots, number 2 in the Trib Live High School Sports Network rankings, taking on the top-seeded and back-to-back 1A girls basketball champions, the Rochester Rams, coming to town. Alongside Lee Moan, I'm James Dotson. Glad you to bring coverage on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. 7:30 tip-off for the boys between Union and Western Beaver in Section 1. What a great start to the year it has been for both the boys and the girls programs here at Union Lee. The boys just 1 loss on the season, and the girls one of just 4 undefeated teams remaining in the WPIAL on the girls side of things. It's going to be a fun season throughout the rest of the year for the Scots, but this is going to be a great game here tonight. Number 1 versus number 2. First place on the line in Section 1.
Yeah, and if Rochester would play a normal schedule, it'd probably be they'd be 5 probably teams undefeated. But Rochester, they really load up their schedule. I mean, they're 8-2 in the year, but they play the likes of Blackhawk, the Shannock, Beaver, Bishop Canavan. They played Mohawk the other night, was the AAA school. They really load up teams. They go to tournaments and. Yeah, they play the best competition, and that's what CJ Iannini wants to do, the coach for the Rochester Rams. He just plays as tough as you can, as many as you can, play the best, and that's what's going to prepare you for down the road. And so far, it's worked pretty good because back to back, I think it's working well.
Yeah, 3 in a row looking for number 4 is Rochester. Only one team has ever done that in WPIAL history, the Vincentian Royals.
And remember who that stud was on that team? Miss Brenna Wise.
That's right, Brenna Wise.
Yeah, so we were just me and the coach were just talking about Brenna, about what a talent she was, and Coach Ron Moncrief, which is now a Mohawk, which we get a chance to see on Thursday night. So I'm looking forward to reminisce with Coach Moncrief about that old days, the Vincentian days. But that's something special, though. You know, in those schools, have done that other than Vincentian, and Rochester's got a great chance this year to do it.
We'll talk about the Rams here a little bit more in a moment here on our Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George pregame show. Your insurance company, not always on your side, but the law office of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George always are. Visit them online, lgkg.com, for your free consultation. Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 80 years. And one of the reasons that you've had 3 straight championships for these Rochester Rams, well, it was Alex Robeson and Corinne Hauser, really as dynamic of a 1-2 punch as you'll ever see. Not just in 1A basketball, but all the way up through the ranks. And as you mentioned, they played all these teams year after year that are up in classification. But now Alex Robison's gone. She's at Kent State, correct?
No, Alex Robeson is at La Roche.
She's at La Roche.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Corinne Hauser
going to Kent State.
Will be going
correct.
to Kent State, but she's now the main scorer on this team, 25 points per game for the senior, and she's known nothing but WPIAL gold in those 3 years. Wants to make it a 4-for-4 mark, and just does a little bit of everything with her game. Can get to the hoop at will, can pass it, a great mid-range game, but also can hit it from downtown. She is the total package, and why she was the preseason player of the year in Class 1A.
Without a doubt, and you said there's the Alex Robeson you mentioned off the La Roche. Well, let's just bring another Robeson in to replace her sister Mackenzie. She's averaging close to 16 a game. Also on the volleyball team, a very athletic guard is Mackenzie also. So you sort of got that 1-2 punch again, but Mackenzie only a she's a senior also as Mackenzie. So a little less scoring, but still you get the dynamic duo of Robeson and Hauser. So you got to stop them too if you can. We said if you can somehow, some way. But the good thing about the Union Scotties, though, James, they're giving up 26.9 points per game. So a very, very good defensive team. And we'll see if they can limit Rochester to 40 to 45 here tonight.
And if so, that's going to be the recipe for success for Coach Rob Nogue, his 3rd year as the head coach, also the principal here at Union High School. This is a team that was 6-56 the previous 3 years under Coach Nogue, and they still haven't had a winning season since back in the 2011-2012 campaign, which actually is the same season the last time Union defeated Rochester.
Can I pull out a couple bucks now and say they might get one this year?
They definitely might get one this year, and I think almost guaranteed they're going to have a winning season.
That's what I meant.
10-0.
Yeah.
Yes. Even last year they ended up finishing 11-11 on the season, but had a huge upset in the first round and nearly a second upset in the second round. And they returned 4 starters, and the 5th new starter for this year was a dynamic player before coming over from local Shenango. Kelly Cleaver, the 6-foot leading scorer on the team this year at 16 points per game. But it is a multitude of underclassmen, all underclassmen in this starting lineup, 4 juniors and the sophomore. Elise Booker, 9 points per game, and then you throw in Zoe Lepre, Kayla Frustorfer, each at 6 points per game, and Kendall Prue is just an absolutely dynamic player on both sides of the ball as well. This is a really quality team that is turning a lot of heads. I mean, the Trib Live Team of the Week a couple of weeks ago, and almost out of nowhere, this 10-0. But you mentioned it, 25 points allowed per game. It's not that they haven't played anybody either. They also played Mohawk and defeated them, and a couple other great upper class. Shadyside Academy, Aliquippa, Shenango, Beaver Falls on the schedule. Eden Christian in section play to start it off. Even a game scheduled against Hickory. So lots of great scheduling going on the Union side as well.
And that's a good thing. And I listened to an interview from CJ Ineni a little earlier this week, and he said, kudos to the schools that 1A. The bigger schools don't want to play those 1A schools because they have no reason to play them. I mean, why should we play them? But so kudos to the Blackhawks and the Char Valleys and those schools that do give games to the really good, lower teams like a Union or Rochester. Kudos to them to let them play and get better because it's only good for both schools.
It really is, and that's why we are able to have these teams ready to go and in the best shape that they possibly can be for tonight's game. Again, number 1 Rochester against number 2 Union here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Some of the other games going on tonight. This game, by the way, Lee, is a scheduled game. It was scheduled for Tuesday the entire way. We'll yell at her later.
She's got pizza sitting beside me.
Oh, well, you know why I came to this side now.
Yeah. But anyways, it was definitely.
This was scheduled the entire way to be a girls-boys doubleheader A lot of other schools had to cancel last night's games, and a lot are moved to tonight for a boys-girls doubleheader or just postponed for the future. This one had been scheduled the entire way, so this is going to be a fun one for sure. Union 10-0 on the year, Rochester 8-2, both in section play. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause first. We're going to pause here for a moment as we get ready for tonight's national anthem. And with that, let's turn it over to the PA announcer here. That's, of course, Coach Stacy Robinson on the mic. Lee, why not?
He does everything else around here. I think we should try to get him to sing the national anthem.
Why not? And with that, we're about ready to tip off here from the Covelli Fieldhouse. Rochester 8-2, Union 10-0. Number 1 versus number 2, both teams 3-0 in section play. Again, this is our LGKG pregame show. A law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers, Luxembourg, Garber, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 80 years. Give them a call at 724-201-1576 and let their team of attorneys guide you through the legal process. Limon?
Yes, I'll let you do the starters.
You got it. We'll start with the Rochester Rams, starting with the two seniors, 5'6" senior Mackenzie Robinson, averaging 18 points per game. 5'6" senior Corinne Hauser as well. Aaliyah Mercier in the starting lineup, along with Isis Witt and Ava Williams. Now coming out with the light show, as you can tell coming out of the tunnel.
Love it.
The sophomore, 6-foot sophomore Kelly Cleaver, leading scorer at 16.5 per game. And 4 juniors, Elise Booker averaging 9 points per game, Zoe Lepre averaging 6 per contest, 6 as well for Kayla Frustorfer, and Kendall Cruz at 2 points per contest. So again, it's Hauser, Robinson, Mercier, Williams, and Isis Witt for Rochester. Cleaver, Booker, Frustorfer, Lepre, and Cruz for Union.
And Coach C.J. Adnini asked him what the keys to tonight's game. He said you got to eliminate the second chance points for Union, and you got to somehow eliminate Booker's penetration somehow. And on the offense, he said they got to control the boards, and they got to try to get in the transition very, very quickly. So that's the keys for Rochester here tonight. And looking forward to this one. This is going to be a fun game. 1 versus 2. Other teams, West Green ranked number 3 in single A, along with the Aquinas Academy and Clairton, as according to Trib Live. New rankings come out later on tonight, I believe.
Tip controlled by Cleaver, but first to touch it is Mercier, and Rochester will get the first possession. Work around the perimeter with Robinson, out to Hauser, and she will look to set up the offense.
Yeah, Coach, and then he said they'll probably be playing that 1-2-2 as they normally do. It's always a tough zone to handle.
Lepre up top against that zone. Mercier now dribbling on the Union U. First possession of the game coming here as they work it near side. Booker almost got a piece of it as he does get the Hauser. Return pass to the top for Mercier. Long 3 off the mark, no good, but an offensive rebound for Witt.
And that's what you want.
That's exactly what Coach Nogue said, had to limit those second chance opportunities today, right, Lee?
CJ Iannini said that. That's all right.
Well, both teams are always going to say that.
Yeah, right, without a doubt. That's keys for every game.
Drive, draw, dish, no good on that long shot, and rebound's going to be taken there by Cleaver off of the miss.
Boy, Booker got away with an over the back, I believe, there.
Booker now with possession, first offensive possession for the Scotties. Coach,
Four corner.
they're going to drop it off to Lepre. Well, you saw the low scoring numbers. Try to slow the game down a little bit. Yep, Lepre took an extra step. So possession back over to Rochester.
Well, Coach Iannini said he wanted to try to limit the penetration by Booker, and that's going to be tough to do if you're spread out like that in the four corner.
Hauser looks to drive against Booker, hands it off to Robinson in the corner. Top of the key, Mercier's going to take another three. In and out, no good. Cleaver, another rebound.
Well, good shot there. Rim's unfriendly, over three early on.
Yeah, all from beyond the arc, though, and I think if you're Union, you got to be satisfied with that.
Very satisfied.
Booker to run the offense. Going to go left wing, gets a screen, backs it back out, hands it over to Pruz. Pruz, the screen from Cleaver. Over right wing, Frustorfer tries to drive baseline. Good defense from Mercier. She's double teamed there, able to get it out and get it to Pruz. She's going to look to drive, tries to put one off the window, up and in. First points to Union.
Nothing you can say there except good job.
Other way, transition three off the mark, no good. Rebound is going to be saved, but on the end line was Frustorfer, so another possession coming now for Rochester, but 0 for 4 from downtown.
Yeah, if you're Coach Iannini on that last possession, it's like, great shot. He did everything you wanted to do.
And that's probably the number 5 scoring option for this Union team. Turnover there as Robinson wasn't sure what to do with it when she got in the air. Here comes Cleaver in transition. She drives, double team from Hauser, able to get the pass off to Booker. Booker around the defender, Euro step in the lane, gets the friendly roll.
There's the penetration, good job there. Almost a turnover there in the entry there.
Hauser will bring it back out. Union with the early 4-0 advantage. Spin move, drive and dish. Mercier extra pass to the corner. Robinson closed out by Cleaver. Knocked away from her, she's able to get it back. Pass to the high post, stolen away by Booker. Booker off to the races with the right hand. Too strong, no good. Offensive rebound, Frustorfer, but then she lost it. It bounces off her head, and then it's going to be corralled on a held ball between Witt and Pruz. It'll stay with the Scotties.
Yeah, good job by Aces Witt to take it off the head there and get the tie up.
It'll be Frustorfer to inbound. Get it right to the middle of the lane, and an easy pickings there for Kelly Cleaver.
Yeah, just got lost in the middle of that zone there. Good job by Cleaver to find that little hole.
Scotties start on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, where's Hauser been?
She gets the ball in the corner. Closed out there by Lepre. Trying to work it down low. Instead, we're going to have to kick it back out around the perimeter. Mercier goes high post. Good find to Isis Witt. Her shot blocked in the lane, and it goes out of bounds, and that's going to be, I believe they're going to say it's going to stay with Rochester.
Whoa.
I guess not.
It was tipped by Cleaver.
Must say Rochester grabbed it on the way out.
I guess so, yeah. You and I saw the same thing, I think. Didn't see the call.
Well, Union, we're all seeing a 6-0 advantage. A little pressure put on by the Rams over the top. Cleaver able to get it, and she maintained the dribble. They call travel nonetheless. 5 total turnovers here in the opening 3.5 minutes, and that pressure might loom large here. Rochester might need to amp it up early.
Yeah, both teams, though, putting the pressure on. So this 1-2-2 giving Rochester some fits early on.
0 for 5 from the field right now are the Rams. Hauser works it left wing to Mercier. High post, good find, kick back out. Hauser takes a deep 3, splashes it home.
You can't penetrate, put it from the outside. That will open it up.
And here is that pressure now after the made shot. Lepre stolen away by Hauser. She goes up and under, no good on the shot. Rebound from Cleaver. Let's see how Union can deal with the pressure. Frustorfer able to get it across the timeline, gives it to Booker. Booker gets into the lane, kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way from Frustorfer. Short, missed everything. Rebound for Rochester. Here they come in transition. Good find, a transition game. The Rochester key lead down to 1.
Beautiful pass there. You said to get in that transition, exactly what they did there. Referees are letting them play early on, too.
Yeah, no foul calls yet with 3:20 remaining here in the opening quarter.
You gotta like, what's the travel there?
Booker goes high post for Cleaver. Cleaver works her way in, and there's the first foul call as we're going to get a reach-in against Mercier.
Or ISIS. Nope, you're right. Why do I doubt you?
You'll learn one day.
I doubt it.
First substitute of the game coming in is number 24, Ashlyn Scheidemantel, a sophomore.
Yeah, Scheidemantel also on the softball team.
Three-pointer on the way from Booker, off the mark, no good. Lepre with the offensive bound. She tries to put it back up, blocked there. Cleaver gets it back. She's double-teamed. She goes over the top, can't get it to go. Hauser gets the rebound. Coming the other way is Hauser. Kicks it back out, top of the key. 3-ball on the way, off the mark, no good. Skying in there for the rebound is Scheidemantel.
Boy, she been a spark off the bench.
Shot blocked there by Cleaver. Ball on the ground, finally corralled there by Booker. But you're right, a couple of plays both defensively and offensively in the early going for Scheide.
And we got some relatives sitting right to our right down there in the stands.
Gotta love the homemade shirts. Inside out, Cleaver gets it back out to Frustorfer.
Boy, Cleaver's got position there. You got to give it to her.
They do work. She tries to back her way in. Nice pass across the lane, though. That's Zoe Lepre. 8-5.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut.
Good find from Cleaver as well. Short on the shot here, no good. Rebound tapped out and able to be corralled by Mercier. 3 offensive rebounds now for Rochester. Hauser tries to drive baseline, double team there. It's going to be stolen away, but out of bounds as Booker unable to keep it in play.
Yeah, Hauser looking for a foul on Lepre. Or actually on Pruz, did not get the call.
Inbounding in a tough spot is Robinson. Williams now with possession on a 2 to play. Left wide open, top of the key. 3-pointer off the mark. Mercier 0 for 3. Cleaver already with 5 rebounds. Booker will cross the timeline. Scotties with a 3-point advantage here in number 1 versus number 2. Nifty move into the lane, fakes the shot, up and no good, but we're going to have a blocking call. She slid in late, says the official, and it'll be 2 free throws coming for Booker.
That's a tough call there. Gonna get it on Hauser, her first. Maybe she did slide in late, but boy, Booker really, she left her feet. When you leave your feet like that, a lot of times you don't get that call.
Elise Booker, 5'8" junior. All section for hoops and volleyball last year. Volleyball again this year. Off the mark on that first attempt.
It doesn't look like you're keeping the fouls up on the scoreboard, so, I mean the players, so we gotta be 4 eyes to the ref here tonight.
Well, we're 2 for 2 so far.
Yeah, hopefully that's all it's gonna be.
Second free throw on the way, slipped out of hand, no good. Lepre offensive bound, and good. Union back doubling up on the Rams. Drive, draw, and kick again. Hauser, but the shot well off the mark from Ava Williams. Pruz is going to get the rebound.
How about the box out by Pruz, too?
Yes. There's box outs of what you just saw Kendall Pruz do.
Yeah. Pushed her man right out of bounds, legally.
Any further, and it would have been knocking our sign down.
Yeah. That's what you want, though.
We're going to have ball knocked away, and Booker able to re-corral it. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Nogue on the sideline. I think they're going to say that he had called and asked for the timeout before the ball was knocked away, but if you're Coach Iannini, I understand the gripe.
I understand the gripe completely because that seemed a little late, but you got to give credit to this Rochester D. So it's been a fun 7 minutes, hasn't it? They said number 1 versus number 2, putting on a show here early on. But the Scotties doing a great job on Hauser and limiting that penetration. They've only had a couple fast breaks, and Rochester very cold from the outside right now. So that's been the difference here in the first quarter. 1 of 7, from downtown are the Rochester Rams. By the way, they're Pontius Insurance timeout. Yeah, just like the teams go to the sideline to listen to their coach and discuss their needs, but you get at Pontius Insurance. They put their attention to the things you own so you can devote your attention to the ones you love. Visit them online, pontiusinsurance.com. Pontius Insurance, love the life you live, worry-free. That's Lee Moan. I'm James Dotson. Shout out to Aaron Vigiano, Dom Summers, and a couple Union students helping us out. And a cast of thousands.
Absolutely. Emily Seidel, Connor Eckert. working the cameras for us today.
Well, we might have a cast of hundreds. The Trib's got the cast of thousands, right?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Kylie Frustorfer in there for the first time, the freshman. That's Kayla, though, with the ball. Gets it down low. Proust blocked from behind. Combination of Robeson and Hauser. Take your pick. Possession will stay, though, with the Scotties.
I'll take Hauser because she flexed afterwards. You see. Great job.
Cleaver drives baseline, and she took an extra shuffle.
Yep. That wasn't a Euro strip. That was a bunny hop.
Less than a minute to play in the opening quarter. Return pass to Mercier. Playing catch now with Williams into the corner. Hauser able to track it down. Again, tough time working against the 1-2-2.
It's interesting how they work at 1-2-2 also. Different, nice pass inside.
Yeah, it's the find, though. High post, shot off the mark.
Where they're getting what they want, just can't put it down.
Cleaver, 6-footer, is going to run the point with less than 10 seconds to go. Drives into the lane, spin move up and in. And that's how the first quarter is going to come to an end. Kind of got tripped up with the feet, did Isis Witt. The basket is good. And Union with a 12-5 lead over the 3-time defending WPIAL champions. We'll be back in a moment. High school girls basketball here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. Rochester trailing 12-5 in this 1-versus-2 matchup. In the corner is Robeson. Scoreless for her in the first quarter. Hauser in the high post, kicks it back out to Robeson. She looks to drive. Good defense out. And again, tough time moving the ball against this 1-2-2. Playing catch on the top, Mercier goes high post to Isis Witt. Back out to the corner for Robeson. Off the mark, no good. And Lepre gets the defensive rebound.
With a good box out. Again, Rochester just cannot find the outside. You stay in the zone as long as you can.
Union boxing out very well, which is the toughest thing against the zone 2 sometimes, is to get those box outs.
Without a doubt.
Cleaver had 6 rebounds in that first quarter herself. Ball is going to be ripped away, poked away from the freshman Kylie Frustorfer, but then a held ball. Possession will stay with Union.
Yeah, good D there by Ava Williams to knock that down, knocked out. That ball out of bounds.
And Booker will check back in for Kayla. Right on the inbounds pass, left alone. Elise Booker.
Rochester having all kinds of problems on the inbound pass. That's the 3rd time we've seen a wide open Scotty on inbounds from underneath the hoop there.
Booker's going to get almost a steal. She knocks it away, and it did touch last off of Mercier.
Good job by Mercier, though, to screen Booker, though, for not getting the ball. She would have been breaking. If you're going to turn it over, at least do that.
Booker has it poked away from her on the inbounds pass, but then she stepped on the end line. Ava Williams, great job to get the steal, but then gives it back.
How about a great job by the referee to get down to the baseline to see it?
We can give a shout out to Cornell Charles, I guess.
Yeah, hey, he got down there.
Fast I've seen him run. And
Don't start.
Pressure here. Kylie, tough time getting it up the court. Finally do get it to Cleaver, and did not get it across in time. 10-second violation.
I was waiting for the timeout call, but never came.
And Coach Noga actually says, that one's on me. I was counting, but he wasn't a math teacher. Can I say that about my boss?
You just did.
Nice give and go pass into the lane, blocked out of bounds. Possession will stay.
No, they're giving it to Union.
I don't think he realized that he did that wrong. I guess not.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so that was a turnover. Excuse me.
He looked like he was looking for help, and help never came.
So Union comes the other way. Three-pointer for Booker off the mark, no good. Rebound there for Mercier. Yeah, it looked like everybody was ready for an offensive inbounds, and then it was, okay, Union's going the other way.
Cruz gets called for the reach-in.
That's her first, team's first.
Yeah, just remember, all these games are archived, so what you said about your boss is going to be there forever.
Oh, you know the kids are going to listen to it first and foremost.
Yeah.
Left wing three, Robeson hits her 9th trifecta of the season.
Big hoop there for Rochester.
First points of the night for Mackenzie Robeson. And again, the pressure being put on by the Rams.
There's the timeout. Coach called timeout.
He was asking for it for a long time.
Did he get it?
Yes, finally they do give it to him.
They finally get the Punches Insurance timeout. Yeah, that was a late call by the ref.
And at that point, honestly, probably didn't even need it. But a 30-second
Right.
timeout called, second timeout taken at this point now by the Scotties. Gives us a chance to remind you that coming up after the game, we'll have our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. Reminder to all high school student athletes during your sports season, for just $25 for a visit to their office, you can get an adjustment and all therapies necessary. Full details at MaleyChiropractic.com. That's M-A-H-L-E chiropractic.com. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Reminder of the other games going on in the county tonight. The Union boys hosting Western Beaver later tonight. Mohawk traveling to Neshannock, Laurel traveling to Elwood City, Shenango hosts Southside, and Newcastle hosting Chartiers Valley.
Ooh. Boy, how about Char Valley? They're off to a rough start, aren't they?
Yeah, but guess what? They're like Rochester, played a lot of great competition in non-section. They're 3-0 in section play. In and out on the three-pointer there from Kylie Frustorfer, no good. Hauser coming the other way. Good job in transition, but the shot goes off the side of the backboard. Good save by Hauser. She's done everything. Threw it off a Union Scotty. Possession stays with the Rams.
Didn't we talk before the game that she does everything? How about that hustle there? The no-look pass. Girl misses the layup, but she's aware enough to knock it off a Scotty out of bounds.
Well, that's what Coach Iannini said as well, is that the transition game has improved just in terms of finding some new players to work with in a transition game. How about that? Just a two-man game. The screen, the pop, the three.
Yeah, travel.
And right now, Union just going a little bit too quickly against this pressure defense that Rochester has been putting on.
Yeah, Coach Iannini, a Penn State grad after just went to school for 4 years up at Penn State. I know you like that.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, he's a Rochester grad. Did a little bit of everything back in his high school days. Every sport you can imagine, he played.
Well, two coaches coaching at their alma mater. That's always a lot of fun.
How special that must be.
Driving baseline.
Oh, boy.
Robeson kicks it back out. Watch out. Hauser in and out. Rochester faithful were ready to go crazy on that one. Booker able to break the press, being hounded there defensively by Mercier. Gets around, nice Euro step with some English. Too strong, no good. Lepre had it and knocked away from her, and she was last to touch it. So back-to-back threes for Rochester has cut the lead down to 3. Pass deflected there by Booker and stolen away by Lepre. So 7 turnovers each now for the Scotties and the Rams. Kylie Frustorfer's going to get across the timeline, but they're going to reach and called against Hauser, and that's a tough one. Not only is it a tic-tac foul, it's also foul number 2 against Corinne.
Yeah, Union really has not got into their offense for the most part. A lot of their points are from those inbound passes or a break. You know, really struggling to find a good offensive flow right now. As the Western Beaver cheerleaders check in here for the second game. Pretty shocked not to see their JV team out there.
Whistle, and I think we're getting an offensive foul coming this way.
I think they're going to get Frustorfer, the freshman. Nope. I did not see. I want to say they got Pruz.
24, that would make. I did see a 4 out there.
So I thought I saw 2, but I couldn't tell. Because it looked like they called like a push-off of some sort, didn't they?
Yeah, I believe it did get.
So I'm going to go Pruz.
If so, that's her second. Actually, check that because she's not even in there right now. Mia Cruz is. Booker, meanwhile, gets a steal, but then dribbles it off her own foot out of bounds back to Rochester.
Then that will have to go in Frustorfer then. Okay, we'll get the Frustorfer first.
We'll get that confirmed here at the halftime break.
But we apologize that they're not putting the fouls on the scoreboard, so only the team fouls are up there.
And they're showing us the. Well, we're on the opposite side of the scorer's table.
So I'm missing the Union foul also. Well, Fruz had one, that's right. So only 5 fouls total.
Ball goes to Hauser down low. The inside game off the mark, though. No good. Mia Cruz rebounds.
We're surprised to see her miss those. She's got a good-looking stroke, doesn't she?
Yeah, she can shoot it from anywhere. Good inside game to go as well with the outside.
Off to Kent State. It's got a pretty good women's program there, too.
Kylie Frustorfer gets it back out to Mia Cruz. Couple of freshmen in there.
I believe they were in the final 32 last year, if I'm not mistaken, Kent State.
Pass to Booker, deflected, and it's going to stay with the Scotties. No, they are going to say it did double deflect off of Booker.
Yeah, I didn't think Hauser got any of it. Looked like a good call from here anyways.
All right. So not a double deflection, just off of Union. I got you. Rachi can cut it to 1 or potentially tie on this possession. They're working Hauser down low, inside out to Robinson in the corner. 3-ball in and out again. Robinson now 1 of 5 from downtown. Kayla Frustorfer will cross the timeline. She's going to look to set up the offense. We're down to 2:32 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, Cleaver's been non-existent in this offense. Oh, what a block.
Screen roll, and a 15-foot jumper from the elbow for Kylie is up and in.
Yeah, Mia Prus and an outstanding pick that Robinson went flat to her face.
That created a lot of room, and now we're going to have a foul on the other end. Elise Booker is going to pick one up.
Yeah, nobody called the pick out, and Robinson went right in.
And a good, strong screen. How about that for a freshman? Not afraid to tangle it up. Hauser in the corner. Goes around 1, around 2, and I think we're going to get a reach in. And they're going to say that Booker got a piece of the arm. And that's back-to-back foul, so she's got 2. She's going to stay out there. Ava Williams inbound, and it's going to be stolen away in the corner. That's Kylie Frustorfer with the steal. Cleaver coming the other way into the lane. Whistle, and before the shot, we're going to have a foul for a reach-in.
Did they get Hauser for a third?
They did.
Oh, boy. Unfortunately, Corinne, she so unfortunately put the hands up in the air saying, I didn't do it, and that hurts.
And they're keeping her in there, Lee.
Unofficially, we got her with 3.
Booker may have gotten away with a double dribble. Her shot off the window, no good. And here comes Hauser the other way. Hauser to the lane, draws contact, no good. Good defensive positioning by the freshman. And then we're going to reach in the other way, knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Scotties.
Again, the referee's letting them play.
4 fouls apiece. We have Booker listed with 2, and we have Hauser listed with 3 for Rochester. We'll get those confirmed at half here. Both currently out on the court.
Yeah, Hauser's got to be smart.
Good find, Cleaver, nice, up, under, and in. Beautiful move from Kelly Cleaver. Lead back up to 7. Scotties have led by as much as 9 tonight. Spin move for Williams. Cut off there by a trio of Scotties. Cross-court pass to Mercier. She pumps, she drives, little floater off the mark, no good. Backside rebound for Scheidemantel, again a spark. Her second offensive rebound here in the first half.
Ooh.
Skip pass to the corner, it's gonna be out of the reach of Mercier. Now the turnovers starting to add up for both teams. 10 for Rochester, 9 for Union, Lee.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if Rochester goes into a zone a little bit to sort of protect Hauser a little bit.
Well, Union 0 for 4 from beyond the arc right now. Maybe not a bad idea for that either. But they're going to stick with their man-to-man. Under a minute to play. Booker gets the double screen, swings it over. That's Kayla Frustorfer. Kayla back to sister, younger sister Kylie. Content to waste a little clock here with under a minute to play. Booker, top of the key, thought about a three. Pass back out, almost deflected away, but Kayla able to get it.
A little high-low action here.
Booker spins away from a defender, gets a high screen. She's going to take a little 15-foot jumper, short, no good. Fighting for the rebound, and we're going to have a held ball. Possession will go over to Rochester.
Not a bad shot, but I don't know if that's a shot you're looking for.
You wasted 40 seconds, and I think you're right, Lee. You're looking layup game at that point, but at least Union switches the arrow. Drive, kick to the corner. Williams thought about a three, back out to Hauser. Under 10 seconds to play. She kicks it out to Mercier. Extra pass to the corner. Robeson gets into the lane, and she's fouled on the way up with 3 seconds remaining. 2 free throws, and these will be the first 2 free throws taken by Rochester.
Let's see if they give that to Mia Peruz. Yep. Mia her first. It seems like the spot that's open in that zone is right around about 12 feet as Robeson misses her first. Right in the middle of the circle. Right in the middle of the lane there, about 12 feet. It looks like there's a wide open spot there. You see if they can dissect that at halftime.
Second free throw good. Hauser and Booker check out. Kylie's going to take a half-court heave at the buzzer, off the mark, no good. First half comes to an end. Union, the number 2 ranked team in the Trib Live rankings for Class 1A, they lead the number 1 seed Rochester 18-12 at the halftime break. We're going to take a break. Be back in a moment to dissect this first half when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Ponce's Insurance online at poncesinsurance.com.
Cavelli Fieldhouse for the first of 2 games here on the Lawrence County Sports Network. Union girls currently leading Rochester 18-12 at the halftime break. 6 points for Kelly Cleaver, 4 each for Elise Booker and Zoe Laprie to lead the way for Union. 6 for Corinne Hauser, 4 for Mackenzie Robeson, your leading scorers for Rochester. Number 1 versus number 2, and so far, Lee, number 2 holding serve on their home court to the tune of a 6-point advantage at half.
That Rochester Rams very, very cold from the outside. Boy, they're back on the floor out already too. 6.5 to go, so it's just interesting. Anyways, they're really cold on the outside. That 1-2-2's been just very, very active. Rochester really cannot find the hole in that zone. Cannot find a way, so they're settling for a lot of outside shot. They're not getting the penetration that they need to get. They got a few times in that lane when they got shots, cannot get them to fall. So we'll see if they're going to be able to warm up here in the second half. And for the Scotties, I mean, they're playing well. They played a very, very solid first half. Well, a few more turnovers than what you want. Rochester, they handled the defense, the pressure decently. They had some turnovers, but they got a 6-point lead. They did a good enough job, anyways. Their inbound passes is the difference in the game right now. I mean, they got 3 or 4 easy layups off those inbound passes. So, but a fun first half, and I look for Rochester to really shoot a little bit better here in the second half, because they can.
An interesting move that Coach Iannini made, putting Corinne Hauser down on the high post a little bit, but also on the low post even against the zone, just to try to give a couple of different looks for the Union defense in terms of finding her. And her and Robeson, the 2 main shooters that you're going to be looking for, obviously for Rochester, and Union defensively going to be looking out for them. But I thought that was a really interesting move, especially for somebody who has a great outside shot, but just as good of a mid-range and inside game.
But how much can you do it now with it unofficially having 3 fouls? That's going to be the other aspect of this. Hauser's she's been around. She's going to Kent State. She's an all-star player. So she knows she has 3 fouls. But if I'm Union, I'm taking it out. Of course, she's such a good defensive player. You take your chances at taking it to her, or do you, or don't you? So that's the thing. But do what you've been doing. Booker, they've been running a show pretty effectively here early on.
It's really fun to see in these games with an 18-12 lead for Union. And really fun in Class 1A basketball, which can get tough, especially on the girls' side at times.
Yes.
With scores. But you look at what West Green has done over the last 6 years, both in the basketball and the softball fields. The incredible runs that they've had. Rochester right now, 3 straight WPIAL championships. The Union girls that have made softball WPIAL championships the last couple of years, and now the basketball team starting to get to the top of their form for the biggest runs that we've seen from them in well over a decade. That's, I think, what's really fun, is to see a program, and especially in 1A basketball, 1A softball is where you see it, I think, the most, and a team that comes almost out of nowhere and then all of a sudden has 2 or 3 really good years. When you get a really athletic group coming through like that, it's really fun to be able to follow them as they go through and see this team develop. And a reminder, too, for this Union team, they're all underclassmen. There's only 1 senior on the roster.
Yeah, and that's the fun part of it. They've been just outstanding. Coach Nogue, rough first 3 years for sure, and I'm sure he was here. Of course, he probably ignored the whisperings behind the scene. I'm sure he did that. All good coaches do. Give him time. And Coach Nogue got this group and really done a nice job. And the same with Coach Iannini. He's been coaching since, I think he said 2009 is when he first started coaching in the middle school, moved up to the junior highs, and then it was assistant JV, and then finally got the job open here. Got the opportunity when the varsity job came open, his 5th year. He's been just doing a fantastic job here, building that program, giving that. Both these coaches, they want to invest in their kids. They want to give back to the community, and that's what they're doing here right now.
Coach Rob Nogue, former football coach, actually, at Neshannock High School. I'm not going to date myself. When I was in high school, we'll leave it at that. But he's been principal here at Union for now 6 or 7 years. The head basketball coach now for 3 years. Again, playing at your alma mater. A multi-sport athlete that Nogue was in baseball and basketball, where he's a 1,000-point scorer. But football, his main sport. Went to Pitt, went to Westminster to play ball there. But again,
Pitt, Penn State.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh!
How about that?
Of course, that doesn't mean much too much.
No,
hey,
really
real quick before I forget, I want to get that nugget out.
Oh yes,
for CJ Iannini, talking to him before again. By the way, just thanks for taking the time, Coach Iannini, giving me a lot of time. The golden nugget of the day: his dad's cousin, Bo Iannini, was the fullback for Tony Dorsett. How about that?
Wow.
That's the gold nugget of the year so far. Of course, it's early year, but still, yeah. So dad's cousin
at high school or in college?
No, in college.
In college.
Yeah, college.
Okay.
Dad's.
So there's your little.
Actually, I did not ask if it's college or high school, so excuse me for that. So I'm going to guess high school and Hopewell.
Because you couldn't have a Pitt-Penn State rivalry in the family, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, there is a Matt Sook on the Rochester roster.
That is,
if you
yes.
look, which is the grandfather is Don, his dad's Gene, and by the way, Isabella knows jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, yes.
Jiu-jitsu, yeah. So she's not going to get in the game, but I'm sure she's in case they get in any trouble on the floor, look out.
And you know what? I love also with the 1A, 2A basketball, seeing the repetitive names. Obviously,
yes.
You're going to have fun with that with the boys' game tonight. Just say Stanley, you're probably right. But you're going to go with
the Grays.
With Lucas and Matthew and Mark for the Stanley boys, coached by Mark Stanley. And on the other side, you got the Grays, Thaddeus and
Levi.
And Levi and a couple others who have already graduated for Western Beaver as well.
Yeah, his brother was Noah.
Noah Gray, that's right.
Just recently
and you have Anthony Stanley. Anthony Stanley, who already graduated for Union boys.
Right.
But you look here with the Union Scotties, you got Kayla and Kylie Frustorfer, a junior and a freshman. Same thing, you got Kendall Pruz and Mia Pruz, a junior and a freshman. Really fun one on the Rochester side, though.
Yeah, different.
You have Nadia and Amaya Witt, who are freshmen, and you have Kiara and Isis Witt, who are both seniors. They are not pairs of twins. Isis and Amaya are sisters. Nadia and Kiara are sisters. They are all cousins to each other, but no, it is not a pair of twins out there.
Yeah, and you would think with a name like Witt, you'd think they would be, not related by cousins, but nonetheless. Let's see how Rochester starts the second half. There's a travel.
Yeah, screen and roll and losing her balance there for the 10th turnover against Union.
Wow.
Was Zoe Lepre, 10 each.
I was going to say, what are the unofficial 10 each? Wow. And Union, is going to stay in this 1-2-2. Look at what I love this 1-2-2. They really switch the girls coming out top. They really do good job with that.
Yeah, you've seen Lepre up top, you've seen Booker up top, and Booker gets a steal out of it. Booker with the left hand, good jump stop, but the shot off the mark, no good. Gets her own rebound, off the mark again. This time, though, fouled from the back. Felt the pressure coming from behind. Good jump stop, but couldn't finish it.
Yeah, it's going to go. Well, the thing is, Hauser had 3 fouls, and she faked like she was going to go for it, and Booker bought it. And that's what caused that shot to go off. Booker 0 for 2 in the line so far.
Splashes the first one home here, though.
Yeah, only 4 free throws in that first half between both teams.
Yeah, 2 for each.
Yeah, referees, to say the least, let them play.
Booker in and out on the second one. Lepre fighting for the rebound there with Isis Witt, and it's going to go over on the arrow to Rochester.
It's the second time we saw Isis. She's got a good frame on her, going after and really going up strong. That's where they need to go right there.
High post is the open spot. Robeson kicks it back out. Shot no good from Williams, but Robeson gets the offensive rebound, and she gets free throws.
And the number 3, I believe. I think that's,
yes.
Yeah, they're going to get.
Kayla Frustorfer with the first.
Yeah, right where they threw that ball, right where but the T and the Scott.
That's the main part to go against any zone.
Yeah, and that's where I think they could go a few feet deeper as she hits her first.
Robeson, again, an 84% free throw shooter.
But I think they could go at least 3 feet deeper in it because it's open right around there.
Off the mark, no good on the second. Hauser gets the rebound, loses her footing, goes out of bounds. So gets the rebound, but then steps on the end line. It'll be Union possession, and we'll see Rochester with the press again. Booker with the inbound. Hesitates. Splits a pair of defenders, able to keep the dribble going. Stops at the elbow, is going to kick it back out to Frustorfer, who will set up the offense. Starting 5 out there for both squads. 1 versus 2. Scotties against the Rams. Nice give and go. Frustorfer can't get the bunny. Offensive putback, and Cleaver's foul.
Great job by Cleaver, not going over the back, just using that height. See that foul?
22 or 23?
I couldn't tell. I'm going to guess 23.
I think so too. First, we'll go with against Robeson. Again, we apologize that you're not putting the numbers up on the board. We'll try to get maybe an update between the third and fourth quarter.
Cleaver miss her first?
Yes, Cleaver off the mark on the first one. Second one off the mark as well, but Pruse another strong rebound. Extra possession for the Scotties, up by 6. They led by 6 at the half. Frusdorfer, high screen from Lepre, kills the dribble, gets it back out to Cleaver. Thought about a 3, looks to drive, nice spin move into the lane, nice soft touch at the lane too. Here comes Hauser the other way. Scotties with an 8-point advantage. Battle for first place here in Section 1 of Class 1A. Robeson gets it back to Hauser, kicks it to the corner. 18-footer for Williams. Too strong, no good. Hauser fighting with Booker for the rebound, and Booker able to tap it to herself. Starting the rush, nice bounce pass across to Lepre, a little bit behind her. Tried to throw it back as she was losing her footing and ends up turning it over. Here comes Hauser, 1-on-3, no look pass. Coming back, Lepre makes up for the turnover at one end with the other. Baseball pass up to Booker. Waits for help and tries to go over the top and loses it. And again, Union maybe just going a little bit too fast. Lee just needs to take a breath and calm down.
Keep an eye on Hauser, though. Looked like she tweaked the ankle a little bit.
Now, you know she's not coming out.
No. But she's wincing a little bit.
Ball into the corner. Playing catch. Booker almost with another steal. Thought better of that one. Right wing for Hauser. She's going to step in for a 15-foot jumper, and that's her game. They'll give that to her. She'll take it all day.
Yeah, I think they need to get Hauser involved with a lot right now. And no one else is really stepping up. Got to get Hauser involved.
Frusdorfer gets up to Booker across the timeline. Kills the dribble, gives it over to Frusdorfer. Back to Booker. Booker thought about a 3. She's going to be content to back it back out. This Scotties defense has only allowed 26 points per game, and it's their patient offense that has really helped those numbers at times too. Pass down low, Booker, little spin move over the right shoulder, missed everything. Pruse another offensive bound. Her pass back out, though, was deflected and stolen away. Robeson able to get it over, Scheidemantel to Hauser. She's going to take a step back 3 ball. Off the mark, no good. If that one had gone in.
Yeah, not a good shot there. Of course, when you're that kind of athlete, Rochester, you don't mind that shot. But
inbounds will come here for the Scotties.
Yeah, when you're averaging 25 a game.
Cleaver was getting held there and begging for a foul, not getting one. Officials letting them go again.
Boy, can Hauser hop some hops, doesn't she?
Kayla returns it back to Kylie. She's left open top of the key. She'll step into a 3, no good on the shot. And then we're going to have a whistle and a hold on the rebound. And now they will get, Witt will get the hold.
Yep. It's only her first.
That she's going to check out of the contest, though. She was asking to come out, and we're going to see Kiera, cousin Kiera, check in. One Witt senior to another.
Yeah, Kiera Witt, the pitcher on the softball team for Rochester. There's that inbound pass again.
Get it to Cleaver. She's able to rip it away from a couple defenders. Back out to Kylie for another 3 ball, in and out again. Cleaver flying in for the rebound, tips it to Lepre, and now we'll have a held ball.
Cleaver doing just a really good job of going over the back, but not touching the back on those rebounds.
Yeah, over the back is allowed if you're not making contact. Kayla Frusdorfer, no good. Another offensive rebound, Lepre, no good. Cleaver fighting for this one, and this held ball is going to go over to Rochester. Scotties now 0 of 7 from downtown, Lee. A lot of them have been in and out.
We're going to have a hard time picking a player of the game tonight.
We will have our LCAP player of the game during our Tri-County Principals post-game show. Cleaver with her 3rd block.
Well, I thought Hauser was going to get the steal from behind.
Cleaver able to get the pass off to Kayla, who almost took the head off of Kylie, and she takes the shot anyway and nearly put it in. That's going to be Rochester basketball.
Yeah, that referee doesn't like the point which way, does he? He just puts the arm
shouts.
up. Yeah, he just shot. Unfortunately, I can't hear, so even with headphones on or off.
Under 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Scheidemantel, skip pass to the corner. That was Williams. Gets it back out to Scheide. Pump fake, drive in for Robeson. Shot on the run, off the mark, no good. Another rebound for Cleaver, and a whistle, and we're going to have a hold this time.
Yeah, going to get Robeson her second. Should be Robeson. I do not know. That referee, unfortunately, did not signal it right because you're supposed to use both hands now.
I was going to say, that's
yeah, and that's the old school way, and that just... Robeson was in the area. I'm giving it to Robeson for right now.
Yeah, we'll double check between the
I'll try to get down there.
third and fourth quarters.
Ugh.
3 minutes to play here. It's a 6-point game. Union has led throughout in this battle between the top two teams in the classification. Pass down low, Laprie, spinorama shot, no good. Cleaver yet again. She goes skip pass over to Kylie. That's Kayla, excuse me. Off the mark there. Booker gets the rebound. She tries to put it up, and she's fouled.
That's definitely against Ava Williams. Yeah, the referees aren't signaling properly. That's the problem.
Yeah, that isn't helping.
No, they're what, about 2 years ago, I think they changed that rule?
2 or 3 years ago. And you saw it at times that, you would forget as an official, but by this time you would think. Booker will get the inbounds and drain a three right off of it. Another inbound play to success.
Yeah. Not that we're criticizing the officials. They're just not helping us right now. Because I don't want their job.
Hauser gets fouled on the way to the lane. She'll get 2 free throws. Yeah, was it last week that was Officials Appreciation Week?
Yeah.
It's over. We can criticize them again, right?
Okay. And
I think that was on Laprie.
I thought I saw 2 up, but Mia Peruz is in the game, so.
Again, we'll have to check all these at the end of the quarter.
Yeah,
These are the first ones for Hauser. She makes the first. 2:35 remaining. An 8-point Scotty advantage. Hauser off the mark with the second one. Booker fighting with Witt for the rebound. And Booker able to get it, but she's stolen away by Hauser, and she'll get the easy lay-in. She's the first player in double figures tonight. And a whistle and a timeout called by Rochester, our Pontius Insurance timeout.
Yeah, they're going to go to the sideline and discuss their needs and what you get at Ponce Insurance. They're going to put the attention to the things you own so you can devote your attention to the ones you love. Please visit them online, PonceInsurance.com. Ponce Insurance, love the life you live, worry-free.
That's Lee Moan. I'm James Dotson. Special thanks to Union's student, Emily Seidel, as well as Connor Eckert running the cameras. Aaron DiGiano, Dom Summers are producers tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get into a bonus situation tonight, so shout out real quick to the Red Zone. Spirit sales are a great way for your organization to make money. Organizations from across the county make a combined $4,000 in just a month for sharing the link. So Red Zone does the rest. Call the Red Zone at 724-654-6065 to see how your group can score big at the Red Zone.
24-18, Union leading Rochester. What's on the line? First place right now in Section 1 of Class 1A. The #1 ranking in Trib Live High School Sports Network rankings. And for Rochester, they're on I had it up here, 23-game section winning streak right now. And they're going to back off on the pressure. Interesting here, but they also have 5 fouls already here in this third quarter.
And they're going into a 2-1-2 zone.
You were asking about this, Lee. I think it's a good call from Coach Iannini.
But when you're
Frustorfer's going to take a 3 out of it. Shot no good. Rebound tapped out to Kayla Frustorfer.
You got to box out, though.
Kylie, the sharpshooter. The freshman finally gets one to go.
That's the difference in the game right there, too, is the offensive boards by the Scotties.
8 of them unofficially in the game. Shot down low, up and in. That was Isis.
Yes.
Good response from Rochester. High post, Cleaver. Turns, faces, back out to Kayla. Skip pass to Kylie. Skip over near side. That's Kayla Frustorfer who will try one. In and out, no good. Zoe Laprie, offensive rebound.
Again, another board.
Kylie thought about a 3, hesitates, gets into the lane. Little runner, rattles home.
Freshman coming up big.
Robeson, she'll take a 15-foot jumper off the mark, no good. Cleaver came out of nowhere to get her 10th rebound.
Boy, Hauser was wide open on the far wing here.
Kayla Frustorfer will cross the timeline, is going to get the call Gives it over to Bella Cameron, in for the first time here in the second half. Her pass stolen away, though. Hauser read it like a book and is going to go coast to coast.
Boy, she have quick hands. Great knack for the ball. Yeah, if I'm Union now, I'm just holding for the last shot. Let Rochester stay in that zone, and I'm holding.
It can't be lazy with the passes, though. Otherwise, Corinne Hauser will make you pay. I'm not going to hold it. They're going to take a three, and Kayla Frusdorfer off the mark.
Not what you want.
Out in front of the play, Robeson, no good on the shot. Lepre's going to make her earn it from the line at least, but sneaking out behind the defense. Mackenzie Robeson will get free throw attempts 5 and 6.
Boy, Union's got to take advantage of this. They did on the bad shot selection there by Union. Robeson only 2 for 4 from the line so far. Chance to cut this lead to 5.
Knocks the first one down.
Such an important run right now. Good minutes off the bench by Isis Witt. Or excuse me, by Kiera Witt.
Both of them good. Robeson now with 7.
As Isis checks back in. Now you definitely better hold for the last shot against this zone. Plus you get the ball back to start the fourth quarter.
Freshman Kylie Frusdorfer dribbling on the Union U. Running down the clock. Goes behind the back, gets hit in the lane. Shot blocked away, knocked out of bounds. That's where she's able to save it back out to Kayla. She'll take a long 3. Off the mark, no good. Lepre tries to save it, and she's unable to do so. It'll go out of bounds with 2 seconds remaining.
Where's Hauser? I'm sure she can throw it 70 feet.
She's going to try from about 45 and just missed it.
I didn't think it was going to count, but they said it was going to count.
5-point advantage for the Scotties as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Union leads Rochester on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there, safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
Cavelli Fieldhouse here at Union High School, 29-24, the Scotties. Number 2 leading number 1, the Rochester Rams, 29-24. We're going to start the fourth quarter, and the Scotties are going to have the ball. And a great ball game here as we bring back in Mr. James Dawson to confirm the foul situation. We'll get into it when we get a chance.
8 minutes on the clock, and Union will have first possession with the 5-point lead starting this fourth quarter.
And back to man.
Kayla gets a screen from Cleaver, gets into the lane, shot on the run, no good. Offensive rebound putback, Bella Cameron, no good. Cleaver off the window, no good. Rebound for Isis Witt. Hauser hesitates, gets into the lane, shot up, no good, and Lepre's gonna get the block, and she can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. It looked like number 4 for sure.
Hauser has 3. Aaliyah Mercier also has 3 for Rochester. Yeah. On the other side, Union, Elise Booker with 3, everyone else 1 or fewer. Hauser off the mark on the first free throw.
Yeah, Hauser very fortunate she didn't pick up number 4 there because she tried to split the defense.
Lepre, by the way, that was her second, so she becomes the other Scotty in double figure, in multiple fouls.
It's Mercier and Hauser with 3 as Hauser hits her second.
Lead down to 4. So going up the court is Kylie Frusdorfer getting chased down from behind. Shot no good, but she was being held on the way down. She'll get 2 free throws.
And we see that foul's automatically on Mercier. It's going to be her 4th.
That she'll check out of the contest. The lefty puts in the first free throw. She'll check out Ashlyn Scheidemann. No points for the sophomore coming off the bench, but she's provided a spark a couple of times here, Lee.
Yeah, she sure has, especially in the boards. They're going to need it because getting killed on the boards of the Rochester Rams. They don't have the tallest of teams. It's been definitely hurting them.
Unofficially 11 offensive rebounds for Union. High post for Hauser. Turns, faces, splits through the defense, loses it out of bounds, and be last touched by the Scotties.
Wow, where's the foul there?
That's what Coach Iannini's asking.
Yeah, I got to agree. I don't know if you do too. It looked like a lot of contact.
Little runner for Robeson off the mark, no good. Ball tapped to Frustorfer for the bound. She comes the other way. And
good decision.
What a wise play from the freshman to bring it back out.
Yeah, it looked like she was going to go for Booker, but good decision there. Booker was double teamed.
Booker with the ball in the wing. Nearly lost, able to get it back. Kicks it over. Kylie Frustorfer will take a three, in and out, no good. And another offensive rebound for Cleaver. Frustorfer wants another opportunity. She'll take it. No good. Cleaver fighting with Hauser for Hauser able to rip it away. Goes around one, goes around two, and she's going to go straight at Booker, and Booker's going to get her fourth foul.
You can hear the fans' disapproval on that. I would have liked a no call there, but Hauser took it at her. Then Coach Nogay not liking it. He's going to get, actually Rochester's going to call the Ponch's Insurance timeout. Give Hauser credit. She's not backing down with those 3 fouls. I thought the bounce pass was coming. She was 2-on-1, but went right after Booker.
And I know what the official is seeing on that. He's seeing that Booker came over at the last minute, and that's what they're looking at. She kept the hands down. She did everything right there. Must have come over just a split second too late.
Must have leaned a little bit, but I mean, for our angle, let's just say at our angle, it did not look like she leaned in.
Real quick, give a shout out to our friends at the Crane Room for our out-of-town scoreboard. Call ahead right now and reserve your seat for after the game or the games. Reminder, 2 games here tonight at Union. Just a few minutes up the road on Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. You can also call and take a curbside or takeout order. Dinner, homemade desserts, how about a crowler to go? 724-656-1553. Visit craneroom.com for their full menu. The other games going on tonight, all on the men's side. Union hosting Western Beaver, Laurel traveling to Elwood, Mohawk traveling to Neshannock, Shenango hosts Southside, and Newcastle hosting Chartiers Valley.
And Hauser misses the first free throw. Hits the second. She's 3 of 6 in the free throw line. Cut the lead to 5. Rochester hasn't been able to knock it down below 4. Hauser is limping a little bit.
Hauser's got 15. Kylie left wide open, and she drains it.
How about the freshman?
Just like that, back up to 8. She had time to go and have some of that Crane Room wings dinner before taking that shot. Pass deflected by Booker and stolen by LaPree.
And there's another Ponce Insurance timeout. This is going to be a full timeout taken by Coach Nogay in the Union Scotties.
Well, you could hear in the bench saying, take care of the basketball, take care of the basketball. They've done that so far in the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter, but throughout the early parts of the game. Turnovers galore, 15 for Union, 13 for Rochester unofficially. We'll talk about some of that during our Tri-County Principals post-game show, where we'll break down tonight's contest, give a final look at the scoring recap, and give out our player and play of the game awards. That's the Tri-County Principals post-game show, and Coach Nogay a part of that Tri-County Principals Association. We thank him, we thank the entire Tri-County Principals for their support of high school athletics here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
And we'll announce our LCAP Player of the Game. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership is dedicated to enhancing the quality of life within Lawrence County by eliminating and preventing the causes and effects of poverty, by mobilizing and directing resources to assist, educate, and promote self-sufficiency. For more information on us and find out how you can assist, please visit them online at lcap.org. That's lccap.org. LCAP, they're changing lives.
Union trying to change the control of power in Section 1 of Class 1A. A 23-game section winning streak on the line for Rochester. They trail by 8 with just under 6 minutes to play.
Boy, referees are not counting at all. There's a turnover.
Pass to the corner and miscommunication. And no conferring whatsoever, and Union can't believe it. It was last touch by them.
I'll have to say things are going both ways, though. Fans not liking it. Well, that's the way it is.
16th turnover for the Scotties. Robeson looks to drive baseline, stolen away by LaPree. Behind the play, players flying, bodies flying, and Frustorfer is going to get fouled, and she's going to get a 1-and-1.
Yeah, the Red Zone bonus brought to you by the Red Zone. Stop in the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. You get sporting goods, get custom apparel, embroidery, and more. Visit them online at theredzonesports.com. And on Facebook, search the Red Zone. Score big at the Red Zone. That's the redzonesports.com.
Kylie Frustorfer, 12 points to lead all scorers for the Scotties tonight. The freshman gets the bonus.
She's not shy, is she?
Not at all. Also 3 of 3 from the line. Back iron, no good there, but guess who? Kelly Cleaver, 6th offensive rebound. Her putback partially blocked, out of bounds, last touch by Union.
Yeah, Coach Iannini looking for a foul on LaPree going over the back, no call.
And again, I think over the back without any contact. Hauser gives it up, gives it to Scheidemantel. She drives in, gives it to Isis Witt, and she was hit on the arm. On the pass, it'll be the 6th team foul against Union, so no free throws yet.
It should go on Kylie, but it looked like a number 5. But it looks, there's no 5 in the game,
there is
so
no
it's a
5
4.
out there.
So it'd have to be on Kylie
4.
then.
Okay.
Again, we apologize.
Feels like we're playing mastermind out here, trying to figure out the numbers.
Yeah, we need well, say it in a minute. Boy, Robeson's had a rough night.
Yeah, her shot no good there, but Ava Williams gets the offensive rebound this time.
That's who
out
you
to
want.
Hauser. She pumps on the drive and drains her 18th point of the night, her 3rd trifecta.
I want her shooting the ball every time down the floor right now.
And it gets Rochester into their full court pressure again. Frustorfer able to get around Hauser,
great.
and she comes around. She doesn't poke it away. She steals it away. What a play. And then come back the other way, and Frustorfer's going to get the push in the back. And that's going to be 1-and-1 now for the Rams.
Robeson everywhere on the court. I said, just take over. That's what she's going to need to do. Because right now, Robeson having a rough night, and everybody else not really shooting the ball well here tonight. So give it to your star. Let her take over the game.
And Hauser with 18. Free throw number 7 on the way. Off the mark, no good. Missing the front end. And everybody was almost expecting it to go in. No one knew what to do.
I was.
Union with Booker able to cross the timeline, and there's the block against Ava Williams. That'll be her 3rd. And that'll be 1-and-1 now for Elise Booker.
Yeah, I've lost track of fouls, so.
I think we're good now after conferring there between quarters.
You're in charge of them. Union Scotties boys basketball team behind the bench cheering on. Booker only 1 of 4 from the line, and now they missed everything.
So misses everything. It'll be Rochester basketball coming out. Still a 6-point Union advantage.
Yeah, you at least can't believe it. Yeah, set up a play for Hauser right now.
Hauser gets the high screen, and she's tripped up there.
Is that number 5?
That will be 5 against Booker.
Let's see if it's definitely number 2. I mean, on the 2.
So she'll check out. Bella Cameron will check in. Booker with 8 points will foul out of the contest.
Yeah, I think it's number 5, the way the bench reacted. And the fans, and Stacy Robinson, the way he reacted too, just putting the arms in the air like, no. So, yeah, not a good decision there by Elise Booker. We get a Ponch's insurance timeout taken, I believe, by Rochester. Still down 6, though. Not getting them for the free throw line right now. They're 7 of 13 from the free throw line. Is Rochester. Of course, the Scotties are worse. They're, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 of 11 from the free throw line are the Scotties. So not getting it done from the free throw line is either team right now.
That's Lee Moan. I'm James Dotson. Again, coming up later tonight, Lee will have the call of the boys game between between Union and Western Beaver.
You might as well stick around.
I may have to at this point.
Yeah, you're going to miss the whole first quarter of Newcastle. You have to find a place to park.
Hopefully they save the spot for me.
Oh, that's right. You got the James Dotson reserve spot over there, don't you? They roll out the red carpet for you when you walk in now?
I'm not quite to Shawsey level yet.
Okay.
Give it a couple more years and maybe
Well,
we'll
it is
get there.
Shawsey Jr., so.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
There's our show. We need a sponsor for our Shaw's reference. We really do. It has to do with chocolate chip cookies.
I have an idea as Hauser makes the first free throw. I think we need to look at making a coaching decision of the game and call it the Shawsey call of the game.
I like it.
We're definitely going to get that one down the road. Hauser off the mark on the second.
I like the food reference, too. He was all about food.
And trust me, we'll have food references everywhere we go. 5-point advantage for the Scotties. Handoff from Kayla to Kylie. Kylie gets the screen, hesitates, maybe got away with a carry. She's going to bring it back out. Dribbling on that Union U.
There's the timeout taken by Rochester, or by Union. The Punches Insurance timeout. They're going to have none left at the end of this one.
No, that's they
get one. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
One left for them, and Rochester still with two timeouts.
Yeah,
remaining.
I don't know if Mr. Yeard still does this, but I know with the food reference, they'd go out to breakfast every Saturday morning.
I believe they still do.
And they still do. So they go out to breakfast every Saturday morning, and Mr. Mark Schoss would join them. Well, unfortunately, Mark getting killed in the car accident almost 4 years ago now. They still order the one pancake and have it sitting there for Mark every Saturday morning, which is that's how much Mark meant to everybody, for sure. So we'll have it. And this is part of the reason why there's an LC SportsNet.
Yes, absolutely.
Because of Mark Schoss. So nonetheless.
35-30, just over 4 minutes remaining. What's at stake? Rochester has defeated Union the last 17 times that they have played each other, Lee. The average score in those games, 56-26. Union has not trailed, though, today against the number 1 ranked Rochester Rams.
Boy, Hauser's still aggressive with those 3 fouls.
Skip pass to the corner.
That's dangerous there.
Kayla able to get it to Kylie, though.
With Hauser over there.
Bella Cameron gets it back to Kayla. Kayla looking to run the show. To the wing, to Cameron. Cameron gets it back to Kayla. Open underneath, off the window and in. First points of the game for Kayla Frustorfer. Comes at a key time. Robeson's going to take one on the other end and drain it.
Not having a good night, but a good-looking shot there.
Picked a good time for it.
Yeah, she's got 10 now.
Lead down to 4. Cameron down low to Lepre. In. Her first point since the first quarter. Up and down we go now, Lee. Hauser hesitates, kicks it to the corner. Robeson, look out. It's in.
She's found her range there.
Back-to-back trays. The lead down to 3. Cameron double teamed, and it's going to be a held ball and a turnover.
Boy, that's a quick turnover there, a quick call and the jump ball, but nonetheless, they get it. So that's what Rochester does, gets the turnover. Still plenty of time in this ball game.
Rochester has weathered the storm many times over the last 3 years. Union in new territory.
Cleaver creeping out in that corner now with Robeson making those last 2 threes.
Comes way out this time. She's not going to let it make 3 in a row.
Yeah, fine Hauser right now.
Into the corner, extra pass. There is Robeson. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, for Hauser. What a move, and one. Are you kidding me?
Oh, play of the night right there, my friend. What a move by Corinne Hauser. And one.
And Cleaver came down awkwardly on the play, too. Yeah, she picks up the foul.
Oh.
Wow.
That was as sweet as can be. Tie game, how about that?
All tied up.
And they throw it away in the inbound pass.
starting to come apart here for the Scotties.
Two timeouts for Rochester, one for Union.
Hauser almost knocked away. Fruesdorfer got a piece of it. To the wing, back top of the key, around to Mercier. Hauser in the corner, and guarded there by Lepre.
Oh.
Skip pass, Robeson unable to hang on to it. Cleaver can barely move out there, Lee.
Yeah, she's hurting. She's got to come out. She's not going to come out. Coach Nogay's got to call. He's going to get her attention to come out. Get the referee's attention to save a timeout. There's the steal.
Kylie lost possession of it. Here comes Rochester the other way. They get it to Hauser in transition. She goes right at Cleaver. No good on the shot.
Well, gutsy effort there by Cleaver.
And then she's going to get fouled from behind. And that's going to allow Union to hobble down to the other end.
That was on Mercier. Is that her fifth?
That is her fifth.
That's her fifth. David Williams is going to check in.
19 foul against Rochester, so it's still a 1-1.
Well, Cleaver's trying to suck it up right now. She's 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Makes the first. Big free throw there to give Union the lead back.
Yeah, I think you need to text him and say, sorry, I'm sticking around.
Might be.
It's
I might be doing remote again.
Go up to your classroom.
Cleaver rattles out, no good on the second one. Hauser bound.
Boy, fantastic game between the number 1 and number 2.
Rochester around the perimeter. Witt gets to the corner. Robeson goes high post. Hauser, good job to shield the ball away from a trio of Union defenders.
Yeah, good decision by her there.
Robeson gets it back on the wing. Backing her way in. Gives it high post. Witt kicks it out. Robeson open for 3. Off the mark, no good, and it hits the sanctions up above the backboard. It'll be Union possession with 1:16 remaining.
Well, you got to like the unselfishness, but Witt had a wide open lane. Made the extra pass, unfortunately.
Good job by Robeson to step in front and steal it away, and we're going to have a whistle and a tie-up. Union will get possession back. Great defense by Robeson, stepping in front of where Fruesdorfer wanted to go. Cleaver playing with one leg, basically, and she's able to step in and get the tie-up.
You can feel the tension, can't you?
Just a little bit. Union undefeated on the year. Rochester, 23-game section winning streak. Fruesdorfer's pass down low has been knocked away. Held ball back to Rachi.
Wow. Kylie Fruesdorfer, fortunate not to get a loose ball foul there. She went in tackling for the
You're not wrong. Less than a minute to play. Union by 1.
It's Corinne Hauser time.
I think you're exactly right, but she drives, kicks it out, pass back out to Scheidemann. Goes high post. That's Witt. She drives in, blocked away by Cleaver. Able to get it back was Witt, but she stepped on the end line. Union basketball.
Yeah, that time Witt went in, but she was double teamed going in. Good defense there by Cleaver and Fruesdorfer, I believe, down low.
Cleaver gets it up to Kylie Fruesdorfer, the freshman, pulls it back out. Less than a minute to play. She's double teamed, gets around it, drives through a phone booth, and comes all the way back on the other side. And then Coach Nogay will now call his final Pontius Insurance timeout.
Boy, fortunate Fruesdorfer's foot was just almost over that half-court line. It might have been a half or a quarter. It's a full timeout taken by Coach Nogay right now. Each team with 19 fouls, so the next foul is going to put double bonus time. Boy, what a play! What a game! We've had a little bit of everything in this game for sure. Remember, coming up after this broadcast, we're going to have the Union boys and the Western Beaver Golden Beavers in boys action. Definitely not at 7:30. Somewhere around 7:45 probably we'll have start time. I'll be on the air for that one. The Scotties having a great season. Western Beaver struggling a little bit this year after a very good year last year.
Matt Stanley, who hit his 1,000th career point on Tuesday night. Got to talk to him in class today, and I got to admonish him a little bit in class.
Did you yell at him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I said, I knew what your numbers were, and that if you got your average of around 20 points, you'd be about 5 or 6 short, and we'd have a chance to do it tonight. No, you have to go do it on the road. Yeah. That was against Beaver Falls, a AAA school. How about Union defeating Beaver Falls, defeating Elwood City, lost in Neshannock by 1. Another team playing tough non-section.
I'd blame his dad for that. His dad should have pulled him out of the game.
You can yell at Mark for that one.
I will. I don't know if I'm going to have time, though. But
no timeouts left for Union. Cleaver gets the inbounds and tiptoes midcourt. Kills the dribble, and is going to get ripped through. It got knocked away by Rochester, apparently. And a reach and foul is going to be called by Hauser. I agree with you, Lee. You're lucky that wasn't a double dribble if you're Union fans.
Wow, yeah. If we don't have the best angle, it must have got him knocked out.
22 seconds remaining. That's the 4th against Hauser. That is the 10th foul, so it'll be 2 free throws coming for Kayla Frustorfer.
Still can tie the game, though, Rochester, if she makes both.
Makes the first, does Kayla.
Nothing but net.
Second one as well.
Look for Hauser or Robeson to take a 3 here.
They get Hauser on the trail. She goes into the lane, shot off the window and in.
Timeout.
I'll tell you what, Kylie was in her hip pocket but was just a half step behind. And that was all the difference in the world. 42-41 and still 1 timeout left for Rochester. So they can be aggressive here, Lee. They can go for the steal. If they don't get it, once Union gets across the timeline, then you foul.
Where you just, once the ball gets in, then you foul.
Yeah,
I'm more for that personally in my strategy. Once that ball gets in, I'm fouling if you don't get the steal in the inbound pass, because that way you're still going to have 10 or 11 seconds to bring the ball down. You're not going to know if you're going to need a 2 or a 3 to tie the game. But I like the aggressiveness there by Hauser. So you still get down the lane, get in, get the basket, call timeout, and set things up. So Hauser, 19, got her with 24.
That's what I got.
And she's got, 25.9 average, I believe it is. So we're right around her average.
Yep, 24 for her, 13 for Robeson, 4 for Witt. That's the extent of the Rochester scoring. 13 for Kylie Frustorfer, 9 for Cleaver, 8 for Booker, 6 for Lepre, 4 for Kayla Frustorfer, 2 for Pruz. That's your Union scoring.
Well, if I'm Union, if Rochester gets the ball to back, I'm triple teaming Hauser. I'm letting anybody else but her beat me. But see if the Scotties get the ball in first.
Cameron does get an inbounds to Kayla Frustorfer.
Foul.
Here comes the
Hauser
double team.
can't.
And a good job of Hauser to say that and get Scheidemantel over to commit her first.
Boy, they wasted 4 seconds, though.
But it's smart basketball.
Yeah.
It's good to see a quarterback on the court.
Not who you want at the free throw line, but you still got a chance to tie the game if you're Rochester. You still got 1 timeout, too. Keep that in mind.
In and out, no good. Second on the way for Kayla. Short, no good. She gets her own rebound. No one boxed out the shooter. She gets it to Kylie, and there's the foul. And a good job to keep her down. Kylie Frustorfer will now go to the line, shooting 2.
Scheidemantel, fortunate she didn't get an intentional foul there. A hard push.
In and out.
Remember, Rochester still has a timeout. Let's see if they use it.
It's good. 2-point lead. Hauser gets it. 4 seconds as she crosses the timeline. She's going to pull up at the top of the key. Off the mark, no good, but Coach Iannini called a timeout. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. With 2 seconds left, Coach called timeout.
I did not see the timeout.
I heard the whistle, and Lee, I don't know how I heard the whistle, if we're being honest.
Well, I didn't, so.
Final timeout. No timeouts for either team.
Yeah, he waited till Hauser got across the timeline. They added a second.
3.0 on the clock with this final Pontius Insurance timeout.
So they say she made it across up to the timeline in 2 seconds, because there was 5.1 on the. Was it 5.1, I believe? Or 5 point
yeah.
something.
5.1, yes, is what it was.
So she made it across the timeline in 2 seconds, which is fine. Now what do you run? You got a 2-point game here. Neither team with any timeouts right now. Union has 19 fouls, so if you foul, you're sending somebody to the line for 2. What a great game between number 1 and number 2. We still have to pick a player of the game, which might not have happened yet, and a play of the game, which might not have happened yet. Everybody on their feet here.
The two Frustorfers, as well as Lepre, Cameron, and Cleaver out there for Union. Isis Witt will inbound. Scheidemantel, Robeson, Hauser, and Williams.
The freshman on Hauser. And she got.
Hauser's going to take inside. It's partially blocked by Cleaver. Union snaps the 23-game Rochester section winning streak and remain undefeated. Union 43, Rochester 41, the first win for the Scotties against Rochester since 2012. They got it to Hauser Lee, but Cleaver makes the block to end it. We'll take a break, be back on the post-game show. We return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
And Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
and we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Pontius Insurance be your coach. At Pontius Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Pontius Insurance online at pontiusinsurance.com.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
It's our Tri-County Principals postgame show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. 43-41 Union over Rochester. Rochester's first section loss in nearly 3 years, snapping a 23-game winning streak and a 17-game winning streak over the Scotties. With the victory here tonight, Union remains undefeated, 11-0 overall, 4-0 in section play. Lee, a couple of awards to give out.
Our LCAP Player of the Game, Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, proud to present the Player of the Game award to the freshman, Kylie Frustorfer of the Union Scotties. LCAP and Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Kylie for tonight's Player of the Game. Kylie should receive a customized T-shirt, one of many probably in her career, courtesy of the Red Zone, in recognition of being named tonight's Player of the Game. To view the full list of this year's Player of the Game, Players of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Player of the Game. Congratulations to Kylie Frustorfer for being named tonight's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP, changing lives.
And we got to go at the end. Kelly Cleaver, her second Maley Chiropractic T-shirt. She had the game winner in overtime against Shenango, and she gets the game-winning block this time. Yep. Your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Maley Chiropractic proud to honor Kelly Cleaver for her game-winning block. She will receive a customized T-shirt in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game, and video maybe on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Freshman with 14 points, Kylie Frustorfer, 9 for Cleaver, as well as 16 rebounds unofficially. 8 for Booker, 6 for Lepre, 4 for Frustorfer, and 2 for Pruz on the other end. 24 for Hauser, 13 for Robeson, and 4 for Isis Witt. Lee, a final thought real quick before we get out of here. Or I get out of here. You get to stay for the boys' nightcap.
You want to go do the rematch of Rochester? What a game between these two teams. Just a great game, great effort by both these two teams. And it's going to be a fun battle in the rematch, that's for sure.
It will, but for now, Union remains undefeated. They give Rochester the first loss to the Scotties since 2012. Thanks again to everybody here at Union. Dom Summers, Aaron Viggiano, our producers. Connor Ecker running the camera with Emily Seidel. For my broadcast colleague Lee Moan, I'm James Dotson signing off. Tune in just 15 minutes time for the boys game between the Scotties and the Golden Beavers. Thanks for tuning in, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com, the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.